Hi, this is Cameron Murray, and this is my Open Educational Resource Review. So I actually had a lot of trouble finding good resources that aligned with my unit, and that also included kind of all the aspects that we were discussing in this module. One thing that I did find from the OER Commons was this lesson, essentially, that was very similar to my lesson, and it's titled Free Time and Hobbies. And you can see that it's in German and it's for the novice mid um, difficulty level. So looking at the Creative Commons attribution, so it is marked as BY, NC, and SA. So essentially, it can be used and as long as it's cited. I can't use it for commercial purposes, which obviously that's not what I would be using it for. And then the last thing is that I would have to make sure that I also um, get it licensed, whatever I create from it. So it's feasible, probably not the most ideal, I guess, in terms of kind of how it aligns and maybe how much I would have to change it. So I'll just take a look at this one quick um, and kind of discuss why I don't think it aligns quite as nicely. All right, so what I really did like about it was the um, slides presentation that they have. So there are some things on here that I like. Like I said, it aligns nicely with what I am doing, which is talking about free time and interests and activities. So it did have the kind of objectives, the can-do statements as they put it. They did a warm-up. Now my students are not at this level. This is a level 1 class that I'm working with. We're halfway through the first level of German. So they're using more difficult sentence structures. This is, I would say, more college level or even later in high school, but definitely not level 1 halfway through the year. So there's a lot that I would have to change. They have some question words that we haven't gotten to yet. The when one will be coming up, so that's fine, but we didn't talk about why, and so yeah, it's more of an advanced level thing that they're doing. So that's just this one really quickly. They give you other slides as well that you can kind of adjust and add things, but I do like some things about it, such as kind of these activities here where they're basically taking an activity that they like and kind of coming up with other words that surround that. Again, probably a little too advanced for my students, but decent activities, discussing with a partner, things like that. So there's that collaborative aspect. So yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to find something that worked. I did, however, I can't really say find, I do use this already, but I did want to point this out. So this is from Deutsche Welle, which I haven't seen anything on there that you really have to pay for. Everything is free. They created this kind of like telenovela series a while ago. It's called Nico's Weg, which just means Nico's Way. And it follows this character Nico through his visit to Germany, where he's trying to find his aunt, essentially. And so there's all these different topics, and one of them stood out to me because it, once again, aligns nicely with what I'm talking about. So you can watch this video, and I'll just play it here quickly. So the production quality is fantastic. It's filmed very well. The setting is in Germany, so everything is very authentic. And you can see that there are subtitles offered for the students, so they can watch it with subtitles in German. Just gonna kind of skip through here. So they're using They're using phrases that my students have already learned, like describing what they like to do. They're also tying in some things that we haven't learned yet, so it does give that opportunity for kind of learning something new. Yeah, so in terms of the actual quality of this, it's it's excellent. It's something that I can't really find anywhere else. There are other videos and kind of we can call them drama slash comedy type things that they have created for learning German, but nothing really comes up to this level of quality. It is free to watch. You can watch these. And then if we take a look down here, there are activities. So if we hit the start button, the students can actually go through and complete activities surrounding what just happened in the video. So it's more of a video comprehension. So this is the instructions telling us to put these in the correct order, and then the students would have to do that. This activity, I'm just going to hit solve if I can.
Inge und Nico essen Schnitzel.
Okay, so that activity isn't one that I necessarily would want them to complete. This one I did like. So this is asking questions. What does Nico not like to do in his free time? So then they have to select which one is correct. So which one did he not like to do? And so based on the video, they're kind of answering with that. In terms of practicing speaking and listening and that sort of thing, I think this would be a great exercise. And then again, kind of focusing on some word order and things like that. So other activities that my students could be learning and tie into their learning. I think this would fit especially well toward the end of my unit. Maybe it's not even something that I necessarily want in this particular part of the unit, but kind of to tie it into the next section where we're adding multiple verbs in a sentence, which this kind of introduces here. But like I said, it was kind of difficult to find something that fit in perfectly, and with language it's always very hit or miss, and a lot of resources are either too advanced or they aren't using the same vocabulary or whatever it is. So between these two, there are things that I like, but I think I would be leaning more toward this one. The only issue is that I can't really find any licensing, but I think as long as it stays on the website, I cite the source. It is free. It's freely accessible. I'm not taking anything and making it different. I'm just providing the link to their website. But it's kind of, I guess, a question that I have then for that. Is this really an open educational resource, or am I extending that idea too far? Well, I look forward to your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching.